going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Your boy just woke up. Dog tired. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. I pinned it to the top of the chat. I'm not sure how it looked to y'all, but for me, it's like a blue. It's like a blue post with my name in yellow, and it's got a link in the chat. That's the link if you want to pull up, ask a question. That's the link if you want to pull up and share anything. But the link is in the chat. Welcome, 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 everybody. I'd like to welcome y'all to the price action recap for October. Golly, I said I wasn't going to do it, and I did it anyway. For November the 2nd, 2022. Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the price action recap. I did not watch the market today. I was very tired. I've been tired all day. I didn't watch the market today. I tried to watch it, and I went to sleep this morning. I told Chris, I said, son, I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. And then I woke up at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then I went and voted. And I went and picked up, I just stayed out. When I went and voted, I went and picked up Timothy. Came back home and I fell asleep again. I just woke up. Yeah, man. Y'all shout out Spidey in the background. Spidey been hanging out. Spidey like his new the new library. I let Spidey move into the library. We used to be in the studio. Now we're in the library. Y'all shout out Spidey. Spidey like his new spot. I like the new spot. Y'all like the new spot. It's cool, man. We pleasantries. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know what I do. I'm tired. I don't feel like going through that today. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day. I talk about the price action. I do it for free. The only thing I ask is that you press the like button. That's the only payment I ask of you. If you want to join the Discord, I was thinking about it. I said I was going to do 100 people. So I said I was going to stick to my word. Yeah, man, I'm tired, Kareem. I said I was going to stick to my word and do 100 people. I can't, it won't let me pick like a custom number. I can either do one person at a time, 5. I can only let, when I make the link, it won't let me just pick 2. So it's 2 slots. It's 2 slots available. It's 2 slots available, but it wouldn't let me lay down like the market did. Shout out Cool It. The market, it slid today. It slid. I just looked at the thing again, and we pretty much came right down to what we was looking at, man. We came down to the stuff we've been looking at. We still down here. We right down there. We slid a little bit farther than I thought we was gonna slide today, but we still right there. We still right there at a spot where the market, just still at that spot on the daily where we look like we can bounce from here. It didn't get. I'll talk about that in a minute, man. What was I saying? See, Cool It, you messing with me. Oh yeah, the Discord. There's 2 slots available. But I can't this is big. This Discord is becoming work now. Somebody that clicked it already. Who clicked it? Somebody clicked it already. It's only 1 slot available now. It's only C-Walk. Did you get in? C-Walk? I just took 1. It's gone. I was gonna say it's out of there. I'm like, I just was looking at the thing. I was like, somebody just took the slide. And Regina said, I just took that slide, my guy. And see, this earlier today, when I made that what's the name? Okay, see what you man, add some more slots. No, I said 100. That's gonna be it. And I'm a man of my word. See what? You say you've been on vacation. Hey, been on vacation last 10. Just found out about this. See what? See what? Put your Instagram in the chat. See what? Fun to get the very last slot. See what? Put your Instagram in the chat. I'm sitting up there like, it's only 2 slots left. I'm talking, and then when I open it up, this said 99. Then Regina was sitting back there. Regina was sitting back there with a little cup looking like Kermit, like. y'all know the little Kermit with Kermit. He be sipping on the tea like that ain't none of my business. Regina was back there as him. Regina said, I just took that slide out of there. Hey, and she said, yup. See what? Put your link in the put your Instagram name in the do you got Instagram? First of all. See Walk, if you got Instagram, put your Instagram name in the chat. And I'm gonna send you the link for the last slot. While I'm waiting on C-Walk to respond, let's go see who in the chat. What's up here to learn this shit? What's going on? What's up? How you doing? Hey, hold up. Aloysius Mom, how you gonna come in with the question? Hello, question. Is the market positioned to crash? Brother Powell is the hold on. No. Hold on. Aloysius Mom. We got you. We're not laughing at you, Aloysius Mom. Just so you know. We got you. Aloysius Mom has a serious question. She has a serious question. Aloysius Mom question says, is the market positioned to crash? Brother Powell is determined to throw the wrecking ball as high as he can, right? No. We got a serious answer for you, Aloysius Mom. Aloysius, turn your head. We don't want to. We want you to see this right here. But your mom has a question. Oh, crystal ball. Oh, crystal ball. Aloysius' mom has a question. She asks, is the market positioned to crash? Crash. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Hey, Aloysius Mom, we don't know. We don't try to guess. We don't try to guess what the market's going to do. What we do. In all seriousness, I'm glad Aloysius Mom asked this question because this is what we're gonna talk about. We ain't talk about no crash, but we're gonna talk about how the algos use news to push price exactly where they want it to go. And I didn't watch the market today, but just looking at the candles when I came back here to try to start setting up my charts before I got sleepy again, I was looking at the candle and I'm like, it's perfect. This is just too perfect. You know what I'm saying? These algos use the news to push the market exactly where it want to go and to do its bidding. You know what I'm saying? It's like the market, it's ebbs and flows. We go up, we go down, we go up, we go down, but the market has the destination and it's up and it's down. Shout out ICT talking about building bridges. It's like you sit there and you identify the draw on liquidity and then you can use the PDAs to build that bridge. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay, I want to get to that high. What's in between that high? We got a breaker here. We got a mitigation block there. We got a fair value gap there. We got a liquidity void there. We got a full void there. We got an order block there. We got a swing low there. We got a swing high there. You can start pew, pew, pew. Just start setting them up. Premium mitigation block. Pew. Discount fair value gap. Pew. Premium swing high. Pew. Discount order block. Pew. Target acquired. Pew. You know what I'm saying? You can just use those targets, you know what I'm saying, to get to the draw on liquidity. And that's what the algos do. The algos use the news to move it where it want to go. Is the market going to crash? What's the percentage to consider a crash? I don't know. The market could crash and whatever. I know the percentage to consider a bear market. I know the percentage to consider a correction. I know the percentage for a pullback. You know what I'm saying? 0 to 5%, under 10%, under 10% pullback, from 10 to 20% correction, over 20% bear market. I know those percentages. You know what I'm saying? But what's the percentage for a crash? Is a crash more than 30%? Is a crash more than 50%? I don't know. It could crash. I don't care if it does crash. But when it does crash, or when it does go into a bear market, that's an opportunity to get long in the long term. But you don't just jump in because it hit that percentage. You strategically get in. And what I used to do in the past, when I was a newer trader, talking about up until yesterday, because I'm forever growing. Up until yesterday, I used to do immature trading. I used to get to my target and I would just jump in. And I would have to suffer a lot of drawdown and then fight back. And that fighting back be money that I'm leaving on the table. It'll be days I wake up and I make $3,000, but I'm still in the red. You know what I'm saying? If I would have just been patient, I could have actually put $3,000 in my pocket. It would be days I would wake up and I would make $1,500, but I'm still in the red. Oh, I just broke even. I could have put that $1,500 in my pocket if I was a little patient. You know what I'm saying? It'd be days where I make $5,000, but I only put $1,500 in my pocket because I was down, because I wasn't patient and I just jumped in without having a plan. You know what I'm saying? Or without being educated enough to know how to look at the premium and discount of the market and get in line and say, okay, I'm not buying unless we in a discount. I don't care if it keep going right now. I'm not buying until we in a discount, because if it keep going right now, that means I missed the move and I'm chasing it. The move happened back there and I'm chasing it now. I'm not selling if we not in a premium. I don't care if it keep going. If it keep going right now, that means I missed the move. The move is up there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm chasing it right now. It's all about discipline. It's all about strategicness, if you will. And it's all about understanding and getting yourself in line with the algos. Nobody would never know 100% with 100% surety of what the algo is going to do. It's not a 100% zero sum game. It's probabilities. And you just align yourself with the most highly probable, least resistance, least risky thing, and then you go in and you trust the process. Because guess what? At the end of the day, let's look at something real quick. Let's look at these candles. I'm on my soapbox right now. You hear me? And then let's put this on. Let's put this on some monthly candles right here. Right? Matter of fact, let's go to TradingView, because TradingView can pull up way more data just in an instant. While we on Trading View, we gonna stop by a friend's house and say hey to her, but we just gonna keep on going by. Y'all know who she is. We wrote a song to her, sang it with me. Spotleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? We ain't came to see you. We gonna be back, Spotleen. We came to talk to your big sister, Esther. We came to talk to Esther. Speaking of Esther, Esther is my mother's name. I love my mother to death. My mother's name is Esther. That just happened to pop out. I didn't mean to say that. We came to talk to her big sister, and we gonna let's put this on yearly. Like, I can't get yearly on here. We're gonna put it on monthly candles. You hear me? So now these are monthly candles, right? These are look at this right here. These are monthly candles, right? Let's see something. Take this snap off. Do you think right here during this time? During this right here, you think people thought the world was ending? You know what I'm saying? Do you think people thought the world was ending? Now, when I was doing this the other day, I could get this just to click, and it would just turn into like a little box. Oh, if I hit shift, that's what it is. Okay. All right, I got to hit shift. Okay, let's look at this time right here. We're going to go from here to there. You think during this time right here, these people thought the world was ending? Right? Can y'all see that right there? Can y'all see those numbers on there? That said from up here, from that high down to roughly that low, 50%. Right? Y'all think them people thought the stock market was ending? Y'all thought, you think they thought the ES was over? This is back in from like 2000, March 2000 up until March 2003. Right? That's that's crazy. I hovered that out 3 years exactly. That's wild. Look at God. Won't he do it? Y'all think the people thought the market was dying? Y'all think they thought it was over? I'm pretty sure they did. Look where we at today. You know what I'm saying? Look at this little area right here. Let's get at the high. Put the snap on. Let's get at the high right here. Right down. 58%. That's from March to. Look at these freaking marches. Look at these marches. I can't make this up. This right here says from March. It's from Monday. Oh, that's October. I don't want to say March. That say March the 9th on the end, though. That's a October 1st to so there's October 01 to March 02, right? I want to say, I know that ain't from March to March again. That's March. So from October 01 to March 02, you think them people thought the world was dying? You think the people thought the world was coming to an end? Especially since they came all the way back up under this 2001 low, right? They had came up here, barely got back up, and barely even made a new high. Barely made a new high. And then it died off and made a new low. You think those people thought the world was ending? I'm pretty sure they did. 58%, over 50%. And look where we are today. Look where we are today. A lot of rich people got made over here. A lot of rich people got made over here. A lot of upset people got made up there. A lot of upset people got made up there. The ones that had the umption or gumption or just the stamina to hold it out, look where they are today. Look where they are today, right? Let's go to one where most of us actually started our trading journey. Right? February 2020. The drop. It was so quick you can't even see the box. Right? You can't even see the box. Let me spread it out so you can see the box. Let me spread it out so you can see the box. Come on. There you go. 36%. You think people thought the world was ending? I know people thought the world was ending. We had a whole disease, whole virus, should I say. I apologize for calling it a disease. We had a whole virus out there killing people left and right. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I'm 50 years old. I turned on TV and they had trailers parked behind hospitals with bodies stacked in them like frozen meat pops. No disrespect to the people that lost their families. I've never seen anything like that in my 50 years of living. Bodies stacked inside trailers because the people was dying so fast, they didn't have nowhere to put them in the morgues. So they were stacking them in trailers behind. So I know people thought the world was ending in 2020. And look where we at today. I know for a fact a lot of rich people got made on this run right here. A lot of rich people. Right? A lot of mad people got made on this run right here that we in right now. But me and the Spider Gang, we still here. We still standing. Because we have been taught, so we have been given a tool that can't nobody take away from us. They can't take this tool away from us. What's this tool we've been given? We've been given some knowledge. We've been given some knowledge on at least one way that this market works. I've never seen anything more accurate in my life than what we've been taught by using these ICT concepts. We've been equipped with the knowledge to not be afraid of this move right here, right? To rejoice when we see moves like this, to rejoice when we see moves like this, because we know the market always gives us another opportunity. If we miss something, like today, we ain't missed nothing. We knew to leave the market alone today, right? Was there an opportunity to make money today? Yes, it was. But if you want to chill and you want to be able to sleep when you want to sleep like a baby, like I did today, and not worry about, oh man, I'm missing the move. I did not think about this market today. I told how I felt the market was going to react. I told how I felt the market was moving now. If anybody was on the Discord with me Sunday, I said on the higher time frame, on the daily time frame, it looked like we're going into a pullback to bounce. I said on the 4 hour and lower, it's looking like we're going to drop. Right? The 4 hour and lower played out today. We dropped. We're still in the range for the daily time frame to play out to a bounce. We're still in the range. Will it play out and bounce? I don't know. I don't care because I'm not in a position right now. I'm waiting for my entry. I'm patient right now. I'm patient. I'm chilling. I slept like a baby all day. My son was sick. He wasn't feeling good. My mind wasn't even on the market for real. You know what I'm saying? Glory be to God. He woke up this morning feeling much better. So I was able to sleep like a baby because I wasn't risking no money in the market. I wasn't messing around with trying to, you know what I'm saying, use a crystal ball. I wasn't sitting up there gambling and getting lucky that it did. I said, I feel like the 4 hour in lower time frame is going to drop. Right? I said that. But I wasn't going to go out there and risk no money and bet against the news because news trumps charts. We don't know what the market going to do when the news hit. You know what I'm saying? And put it to you like this right here. What if I was in a position to go short when the news dropped? I would have got stopped out because guess what the market did? Nothing could stop it all the way up. It went up before it went down. It did the same thing we always talk about. When the market want to go down, it go up first and get that money, get a cab fare to go to their destination low. When it want to go up, it go down and it get the cab fare to go up. Train, plane, automobile, whatever your mode of travel is, insert here. But we've been equipped with a tool. Never forget that. Soapbox removed. Let's see who else in the chat. Appreciate you for asking that question, Aloysius' mom. Hey, Aloysius. Hey, stop doing that. Your mom watching. What's up, Rhonda Green? What's going on, Rhonda Green? The link is in the chat. Like I said, it's pinned to the top. It's a blue thing for me. I don't know what color it is for you, but it's pinned at the top with my name highlighted. If you want to click and come ask a question, if you want to click and pull up and share something. Did C-Walk ever put the stuff in the chat? What's up, Mr. Darren? What's going on? Whoa, Mr. Darren. Look at the potty mouth on your thumbnail. That man said the rules. You hear me? What's up, KC? Hey, KC, y'all know I'll be wilding, right? I be wilding all the time. I don't care. I have zero chill. I'm 50 and I'm just having fun in all aspects of life. Oh yeah. Did you put that what's name in the chat? C-Walk? Let me see if C-Walk. Oh, C-Walk, you don't have. Oh, you don't have. Oh, there you go. Chris W25. What at? Chris, is Water sleep? Is Junior sleep? Hey, bring me my phone. Why Chris bring me my phone? We're gonna get to the price action, man. I already said the most important part. I said what we've been equipped with. It ain't all about, you know what I'm saying? The market went up, the market went down. That was the price action for the day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to come tell the gang what's up.
Hello, everyone. Oh, that's new.
Yeah, that's new.
That's very new.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell the gang what's up.
Hello. How is everyone? How are you doing?
Tell them thank you for the prayers and the well wishes.
Yeah. I'm looking at that. Thank you. Here to learn and share. I heard that. Thank you very much for all the prayers and everything. Thank you, everyone. Thank everyone for everything.
Hey, say Robinson, my dad cooler than you.
He's not wrong. Robinson, my dad is cooler than you and will always be.
It's settled. It's settled. And he walked off with the goodbye. You hear me? Thank you. All right, what you said? What is it? Chris W25. I was telling what KC, y'all know how I be right here. Casey said, he said, hey Tim, right now. Casey said, hey Tim, so happy I made it again and made it in. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, right? My response was, KC, you already know I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. I'm here to do whatever I can, be it early morning, late afternoon, or midnight. It's never too soon. Somebody drop in the chat if they know what that's from. You hear me? What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I need a link. For C-Walk. C-Walk said he been on vacation. I said 100 people. C-Walk didn't get the opportunity because he was on vacation. C-Walk is a faithful member of the gang. Now, do not fear for anybody that didn't make it into the 100. Do not fear. I'm not sharing anything different than what I share on YouTube. This Discord is only a place for me to be able to reach out to people immediately, right? It's a safe place for people to just chop it up amongst each other. There's nothing special about the Discord. I'm not saying anything in the Discord that I do not say on YouTube. It's just I'm not on any other social medias, right? So this is the only place where I can you know what? I can't even log in. I should have did it on my phone. Hold on. Let me I'll finish saying that when I finish this. How do I copy the one that I already made? 0 of 1. Copy. Boom. See what you said. What was it? Chris underscore W25. Chris underscore W25. See what? Is that you with no God dog it, get out of there. Is that it right there? It don't have no I don't know if you can see it. It don't have no it don't have no what's the name? Jesus Christ. It don't have no see, it don't have no avatar, nothing. Anyway, that's where I'm fun to send the link. If that ain't you, you're gonna be out of gas. All right, see Walt. I just sent an invitation. I just sent the invite. I just sent the invite to you. My wife is retarded. My wife is retarded. So see Walt, when you get the link, I just sent it to your Instagram. See Walt, when you get the link, you're gonna come in. Only thing you're gonna see is this welcome channel, right? You have to come down here and click this muscle in order to get in. See Walt, if you don't click this muscle, right, and get in, you're not gonna be in. And if I come back here and see your name over here in the welcome, I will kick you back out because you're just holding up a spot for somebody who wants to be in. So come click this muscle. When you click on the link, and then you'll see the member area, and the welcome will disappear. You won't see welcome anymore. That's the once C-Walk accept that, that's the last one. And like what I was saying, let me come on full screen because this is all seriousness, right? I said I was only doing it for 100 people, right? And the reason why I said I was only doing it for 100 people is not that it's anything special. It's not that it's anything that's like a cool kids club or I'm gonna be doing something that I'm not doing on YouTube. The only reason I made it is because sometimes I'll be like, hey, I want to go live right now. And this is the quickest way I can reach a good group of people, right? So I said, I'm only going to do it for 100 people because I feel like within 100 like-minded people, the drama is going to be very minimal, right? When you start opening it up to a bunch of people, you start letting in all kind of riffraff, like that time when somebody pulled up and let the bird out the cage on live. We sit up here on live talk about price action, and then somebody want to pull up and let the bird out the cage looking like Silence of the Lambs in his boxers. You know what I'm saying? So I keep it. I want it to be a safe place for everybody. I don't want nobody to have to deal with that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to deal with that foolishness. I'm not going to say anything in the Discord that I don't say on YouTube, right? The only thing the Discord is just to be able to give me the opportunity if I have like a wild thought and I want to share it. That's why it's a slot, it's a space called screenshots, right? If I can't go live or I can't do a live, then I'll share a screenshot or I share a video or a picture. And then believe me, I'm going to talk about it later on YouTube, but that gives me a way to get it out of my head at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I be needing to get it out of my head at that moment. Like so many times I be like, man, I want to share something, but there you go. See, walk in. And I'm a man of my word. I said I was not going to be one of them people that be like, oh, guess what? For a limited time only, no, it's 100 people in. That's it. It's 100 people in. That's it. I'm not making any more invites. Matter of fact, the other day, I said I wasn't going to make no more invites because when I first did it, I didn't realize that it was every time I made an invite, that invite was good for like, I had like 2 invites out there that was good for 100. So I had 100. I say, wait a minute, let's gonna let 200 people in. So I deleted those invites, counted up how many people was in there, and then I went and made another invite for 50 because that was all it would let me make. And so we was going to end up with like 98 people. And I said, you know what? I said 100. So I came in today and I tried to make I tried to make 2 invites, and it would only let me make 1 for 1. Like every time I tried to change it to 1 and do another one for 1, it would just give me the same link. So now we got 100. That's it. The invites are over. If you did not get one of the invites, don't feel like you're missing anything. Don't feel like you're not one of the cool kids. I'm a man of my word. Y'all, I've always been a man of my word, right? So believe me, I'm not going to do anything in Discord that I'm not doing on YouTube, right? That I'm not doing on YouTube. Now that that's out of the way, let's go see what the price action was for today. We're going to look at Spylean first, since we still got Al Gore's internet up. Let's go over here and look at Spylean first. 36 minutes in, and we just get into the price action. I done got on my soapbox. I done talked about the Discord. I'm sweating because I got all these lights on back here. Hey, this new setup, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This new setup require more lights. It requires more lights because it's not just a white background, so I can't hide as much of the imperfections. Like if I let me show you something. I'm gonna turn off my light over here on that one over there. You really can't tell now because it's showing off on me. But like when I see how you see when I turn off this light, you see how now you can see it down in the bottom. See over there in the bottom by the plant, right over here by the plant, how the bottom looking grainy. Like if I don't have like one of these main lights on, sometimes that be popping through. Like it'll start getting grainy while I'm recording. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got to turn on like extra lights. I got to turn on light that side, light that side. You know what I'm saying? Light above, light over there for the window. Like it's a lot of lights in here right now, and I'm sweating. And then I'll be talking all loud. Oh my goodness. The production. Let's see what Spylean talking about. Spylean, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? We had to come back through. Spylean, why you on monthly candles? Get on daily like you supposed to be. Okay, looking at the daily candles on Spylean. This is our overall box. For those that don't know what I use the box for, if this is your first time pulling up, if you're new to the gang, I use the box to enclose the dealing range that we're watching. Right now, we're watching the dealing range from the September 12th high on the SPY, September 13th high on the ES, right? Because the candles are a little bit different as far as the highs and the lows because the ES trade 23 hours a day and the SPY, you know what I'm saying? It don't trade the same hours. We go into the 13th low, October 13th low, right? That's the top of our box. That's the bottom of our box. Equilibrium for that range is right there, that red line at 379.92, right? Let's just say 380, close enough for government work. That's equilibrium, right? So what do we do today? A lot of this stuff don't make sense no more because we have traded past it. Let me clean it up a little bit. That low can go, that high can, well, yeah, I'm gonna undo that. So this week, this Friday, this is Monday. This week, what have we done? We came up and we took out the weekly high, right? We took out the weekly high. That's a weekly and a daily high because that was Friday's high. So on Monday, we pushed up, did not do anything. Then on Tuesday, we took out Monday's high and Friday's high. So boom, that was the top of our weekly box. This is the top of our monthly box up here at 411.73. The top of our weekly box is right there at 389.50 too, right? So we didn't on the spot, we did not touch any of this external liquidity in the form of these PDAs. The only external liquidity we touched was the buy side liquidity, a previous high. Boop, we hit that previous high, and then we start to sell down, right? We took out the buy side liquidity, took out this high, right? So while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and move this out like that. Put that there. because that now is the new top of our weekly box, right? Because that's this week's high. So we took out the weekly high, we started pushing back down, right? This is our daily equilibrium. Let me go ahead and set that right there while I'm thinking about it. $381.70. 381.70. 381.70. God dog it. I moved the wrong doggone thing. How did I get on that? I thought I was on this. How did I get on that? All right. That's daily equilibrium. So now, as you see, we came out today. So today on Wednesday, we came out. We was just consolidating pretty much. And then we when the news came out, we pushed all the way up here. We're gonna go to the ES to see exactly what we was hitting. We pushed all the way up here, and then we came all the way back down, blew through the order block that I said I was keeping my eyes on. Remember, I said I'm watching this order block because that looked very interesting to me. I'm gonna see if I get the reaction that I want off this order block, right? If I don't get the reaction I want off that order block, I'm chilling. I showed you, I said, if we get the reaction I want off the order block the next day, this is what I'm looking at to make my entry, right? And I said, keep in mind, this order block is right at equilibrium. So, y'all know how I am. When it's about that right at equilibrium, I don't like taking trades at equilibrium because so many times I done got ran over. And see right there, if I would have went with the risky Randy, when we got that pop, man, we came down to this order block today and we got that pop. And if I had let it draw back down and took the risky Randy entry, now I'm in drawdown. Remember I talked about that trader from yesterday, the one that was impatient? If I'd have got risky Randy, when we got that big pop and got all excited, here it come. When it draw back down, I'm going long. If I would have did the risky Randy entry and went long here, ran over. Now I'm in drawdown, right? My position a month out. So now I'm waiting, what I'm saying, to see if I'm going to hit my throw in the towel, right? It's another daily order block down here. It's a weekly fair value gap right there. It's a weekly imbalance right there. It's a daily fair value gap right there. We came down right to the bottom of this daily fair value gap, right? Let's see exactly what we closed at. The low is at 374.76. We closed at hold on. This ain't making no sense to me. Somebody make this make sense. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I'm sorry. So we closed at 374.87. And the low is at 374.76, right? The bottom of this daily fair value gap is 374.80. Right? So we came right down to the bottom of this daily fair value gap right here. Right? Came right down to that daily fair value gap right here. And we came down to this weekly volume imbalance. So we're at the bottom of the daily fair value gap, and we're just a little bit over 50%. Let's see how far we are. Yep, just a little lower than 50% of this weekly volume imbalance, because those big squares on the side will be 50%. Because, if you don't know, you got the dot on the top, the dot on the bottom, and then those right there in the middle, that's right in the middle of whatever, square or rectangle that you're on. So that's how I judge, hey, we're below 50% just without running fibs. I just look at it like that. Hey, we're below 50% of that volume imbalance, right? So again, we're right there at some discount PDAs, right? Now we are in some discount PDAs. Now it's starting to look interesting to see how it play out, to start scaling into some longs, right? It's looking interesting, but I need to see what it's going to do tomorrow. Am I going to get my, pull back into some kind of discount with a pop? Are we going to continue to bleed off? Are we going, which one of these PDAs are you gonna go in on, right? I was interested in this one because the market was dilly-dallying right here. It ain't want to break down below equilibrium. That's why I was interested in that one. But I didn't go risky Randy, right? Because we were right at equilibrium. Y'all know how I feel about equilibrium, right? Now we're in a discount. We hit a daily fair value gap, right? Filled it. We're at a volume imbalance. Filled it. We're at the top of this, like this order block truly extends all the way up to there because we got 3 down closed daily candles, right? That's the entire order block right there. Personally, I like to start looking for an entry at least 50% of the order block. That's when the entry off the order block start getting interesting to me, right? When it start getting interesting to me. So if we push down and get into 50% of this entire order block right there, down here at this weekly fair value gap, breaking below this the bottom of our box right there, I would start being very interested in trying to scale into some longs, right? If we got all the way down, how I mark out the order block with just the bottom of the candle, super duper interested. See what I'm saying? Because these are the PDAs in the discount. Buying the discount, selling the premium. You know what I'm saying? My ears are perked up now because we're in a discount and we're at a PDA. We filled the fair value gap right there, right? We filled it, right? We got the wax on, right? Wax off pending. I'm going to move it out the way anyway because there's a lot of junk on my screen, right? So we're at the bottom of a fair value gap, right? We're a little over 50% of this volume imbalance, right? I'm going to go ahead and move it out the way because there's a lot of junk on the screen, but we have come to it, right? We've come to it. So as far as for the downside, in little Timmy Rogers' mind, these are no longer active for coming to the downside because they were PDAs that was below price action. And when price action trades to it, right, it may not be rebalanced. It may not be fully rebalanced, but once we trade to it, it's no longer active in my mind. I just keep a mental note of it used to be there because I can still see it. It's just not marked out on the chart. They don't have the visual aids that I like to use when I'm trading, right? I can still see that order block, right? I can still see that fair value gap, right? I see where price is. I know we came down. We got the wax on for this fair value gap. We just haven't gotten the wax off. You know what I'm saying? So I can anticipate the wax off. When does the wax off come? Does it come immediately tomorrow? I don't know. Does it come after we go down further? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the algos are going to do. I just wait until they tip their hand and I hitch a ride with the big money, right? So these are the PDAs that still left below us. That's like I like to call, we got gap work. We got gap work right there in the form of a weekly fair value gap. We got order block here, a daily order block, which I like to refer to as breadcrumbs. The algo left this breadcrumb right here. The algo left a weekly breadcrumb, a weekly order block. That's a breadcrumb right there, right? So it's a couple breadcrumbs. It's a couple what's the names, right? And then guess what? Guess what's inside here? Guess what's inside this red candle right there? Even though I like to form my mitigation blocks off of green candles when they're bullish, right? I don't have a green candle to form a mitigation block off of, but I know for a fact there is some green candles in there somewhere on maybe a 4 hour, right? And I know it's one there because we was talking about it before, right? There's a 4 hour mitigation block right up in here. I know it was there because we was talking about it before, right? And I moved it because we had a weekly volume imbalance that was in the same place. And whenever I got a higher time frame PDA, I will move a lower time frame PDA out of the way to include a higher time frame. But there's a 4 hour mitigation block right there, right? So thinking about PIMDAS, right? Thinking about PIMDAS. When you're looking into the discount, what's the first thing on PIMDAS that the algos be looking for to trade to? Mitigation blocks, right? So coming up on the discount, right? We come down, we coming down, right? We was trading down, coming up on the discount for the overall range, right? Right here, we had this daily fair value gap right there from here to here, right? Cutting through the fair value gap like butter, right? We had a 4-hour mitigation block right here. Came down, boom, right there at that 4-hour mitigation block right there. Right, let's put a line there. Right, did it put a line? Let me fatten this up. Does this mean it's gonna stop here? No, it does not. I'm just doing this to talk about the skills that, let's make it fat because we got a lot going on right there. The skills that we have learned, right? We came up, right? And we took out this, we got like a daily high right there. We took out and we started trading down, right? As soon as we came up, took out this daily high, started trading down, right? This, you can say it qualify as a weekly high too, right? You can say it qualify as a weekly high too, right? So looking at from, we're going to look at it from a daily standpoint, and then we're going to look at it from, well, let's look at it from the higher time frame first. We're going to look at it from a weekly standpoint. We came up yesterday, we took out a weekly high in the premium. It's the premium line. Today, right? We sold down, we took out a weekly high yesterday. Today, we came down right into the discount. Where did we deliver it to? Right? What's this area right there that I said we went to right there? Right? What did I say that area was right there? Right? For those that don't know, that right there would be a bullish daily fair value gap. We took out a weekly high, traded down into the discount to a daily bullish fair value gap. All right? On today. I can't make this stuff up. All right? Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I'm just doing this stuff off of memory of what we had marked on the charts, right? For what we had marked on the charts, right? Came up here. This is yesterday, the same time frame. When we came up here and we took out this, poked through a daily, this a daily high. Because we came up, we took out a daily high, right, on Tuesday. We came down today, right, coming down. Marked it out right there. This high right here came up, made this high. Then we came down and we did not break this low. Coming up there, boop, that high, that high did not break that low. What does that make that? If for those that don't know, I don't have anything for a mitigation block, right? But that's a mitigation block. So we came up here and we took out a daily high in the premium, came down to the discount to a 4-hour mitigation block, one level lower. So the weekly, we took out a weekly high and we came down to a daily fair value gap. Let's get PIMDAS. Let's get PIMDAS. We're going to school right now. We're going to school right now. We're reviewing ICT stuff. PIMDAS, where you at? There you go. Come on, PIMDAS. All right. So PIMDAS, we came up to a daily high. We took a daily high out in the premium. When you're looking at this line right here is equilibrium. When you at equilibrium, looking down into the discount, what's the first thing ICT says the market looks for? the market looks for a mitigation block first. If a mitigation block is not there, the market will look for a breaker. If a breaker is not there, the market will look for a liquidity void. If a liquidity void is not there, the market will look for a fair value gap. Fair value gap is not there, the market will look for an order block. Order block is not there, a market will look for a rejection block. Rejection block is not there, the market will look for a previous low, right? Low or high. And the reason why he got it in this order is because it's typically this is the farthest away from equilibrium, typically on the overall range, right? When you're dealing with the overall range and you're in sync with the algorithm, this is going to be the farthest away. Why would that be the farthest away? Because it's a previous low. The low is the extreme of your range. Why is this the farthest away? Because it's the high. The high is on the extreme end of your range. So that's going to be the farthest away of the dealing range, right? If it's getting to a low and it's like bouncing off that low and it's not the low that you're marking as your low, you're not in sync with the algo. Your dealing range is bigger than the algo's dealing range. So get yourself in sync. Don't get mad. Get yourself in sync with the algo. That's what we did. We had to do that the other day. I said, whoa. This thing is consolidating and it's not at my equilibrium. I'm not in sync with the algos. So I got myself in sync with the algos. And now I feel like we're in sync with the algos because the algos are respecting our equilibrium. It's respecting our premiums and our discounts. I feel like we're in sync right now. So, and the mitigation block is typically going to be the closest to equilibrium. If you're in the right dealing range, it can get shaded because the dealing range can get big. It can be other PDAs in there. You can have a discount in a discount, a premium in a premium. It can get quadrant. It can get into quadrants on us. But this is like the overall starting point, right? So when you're coming down to the discount, first thing it's going to look for is the mitigation block. And it usually goes once you hit that premium. It usually delivers. I ain't gonna say usually, but your first target would be a PDA one time frame lower in the opposite market. We took out a daily high, so your target would be a 4-hour low, which is a 4-hour PDA in the discount. We took out a daily premium PDA, so your target would be a 4-hour discount PDA. And there he is right there. Boom. So before the market closed, we took out a weekly high yesterday, a weekly premium PDA. Before the market closed, we came down to a daily discount, right? It came down to a daily fair value gap, which was right there. Boom. Daily, that's what the line was. That's the bottom of the fair value gap right there. Boom. Came down to a daily fair value gap. Now in after hours, we've come down to a 4-hour mitigation block right here. I moved that mitigation block because I want to mark out the week. I want to mark out the higher time frame, the weekly imbalance, right? Now we've come down, boom, hit those targets one thing lower. And this is why I say it can get sticky, because now we've come and we've interacted with a weekly volume imbalance, right? You got to keep in mind, if we bounce here, are we bouncing off this weekly, or are we bouncing off this 4-hour, or we dip down and hit this weekly fair value gap, right? If we dip down and hit this weekly fair value gap, Lil Timmy Rogers gonna say we bouncing off this weekly, because we taking out a weekly low and we touching a weekly fair value gap. And y'all already know if we come this close to a low, I want us to take that before we go back up. So I'm looking for us to take that. If we don't take that before we go back up, I ain't satisfied until we come get it, because we came too close to this. And the only way I'll take us not coming to get this right here, if we just reverse and go up for the rest of this week, is if we close above this high up here. If we close above this high up here, then I forget about taking this out, this low out right here. But since we came this close to this low, we got to come get this before we go back up, before little Timmy Rogers start putting some money going to the long side. And if it go up anyway without taking this out, it's going to go without me. But I'm going to sleep like a newborn baby. I think I done said enough. If I got people head hurting, I jollipies. I think I done said enough. I'm going to see what y'all talking about in the chat. I was just rambling. I don't even know what I was talking about. I was just opening my mouth and I was rambling. So I'm just going to stop right there. See Walt, welcome in. I see you took the thing. Robinson, the crystal balls. That's when y'all talking. Hit him with the crystal ball. Let's wait for jobs. Yes, non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll. That's another thing that we got coming up. Let's see what else we got coming up this week before I go to the chat. It's a lot of stuff going on this week. I would not be mad at anybody if they just sat this whole week out as far as swings. As far as swing trading. I wouldn't be mad at anybody if they just sat this whole week out. Tomorrow we got, I never heard of this. I ain't gonna hold you. Challenger job cut. I've never noticed that before on the calendar. We got international trading goods services. We got the job numbers as every Thursday. Excuse me. We got PMI final numbers, productivity costs. Don't know what that is. Factory orders. I kind of understand what that is. We got ISM services numbers. It's a lot of news tomorrow. Got a couple potentially volatile stuff. The jobs have been good, which has not been really good because the feds seemingly want less jobs to be available. You know what I'm saying? The feds want us to spend less money. They want, you know what I'm saying? They want us to not get paid as much so fast. They want to be less jobs available. They're trying to get inflation under control. The more money we got, the more money we're going to spend. So good news has been bad news. You know, you have cycles where good news is good news is bad news is bad news is good news. And the news don't make a difference. It's different cycles. What cycle are we in now? Are we in the good news is bad news cycle? I don't know. How has the market been reacting to good news? We've been kind of going down. So good news has been bad news. We had good news when it comes to the pay. We went down. We had relatively good news today because they did exactly what we thought. That, you know, that's good news because they didn't do anything more aggressive. The market went down. So I'll say right now we're at good news is bad news. That's what I'll say, but that's my thoughts. Then non-farm payroll Friday. So this has been a jam-packed week for news. Jam-packed week for news. Tuesday, Wednesday, tomorrow, and Friday. Jam-packed week for news. I wouldn't be mad at anybody if they just said I'm going to sit out any swings for the rest of this week. Little Timmy Rogers is going to be very selective on if he do anything. Help me. We helped you with the crystal ball. My crystal ball says if job report is good Friday, we are going down. If the job report is bad Friday, we're going up. Yep. Your crystal ball is highly calibrated because I didn't even see that comment, and I just literally said the same thing that she typed an hour ago. It says 6:42. It's 7:36. She typed that comment an hour ago, and I literally just said the same thing. You see how in sync we are? Because we've been given a tool. We've been given knowledge when it comes to the economic stuff. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the stuff that they be saying on TV, remember the stuff you used to see before when they come on CNBC and Bloomberg and Yahoo Finance and all that stuff, and they used to be using these words and we didn't understand what they was talking about. We've been given something that they can't take away. There was once upon a time when they didn't want people to be educated because they know educated people was free people. Free up here. Can't take this. You can take money, you can take everything, but you can't take my knowledge. As long as I know how to make money, you can't stop me from making money. Once you know how to make money, they can't stop you from making money. They can keep taking money, but they can't stop you from making money. You hear me? Tim, man, we just talked about getting down to the fair value gap above the sell side, and OB on the voice last night went right to it. Algos were algo in the day. Exactly. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like I thought when we was on the voice, we was talking about this. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to guess what the news gonna be. You can have you and I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to take shots at nobody who said I know it's gonna do this and they just jumped in and it went right for them. I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? But for little Timmy Rogers, that's gambling because there's a variable in there that I don't know, which is called the news. I don't know what the news is going to be. I want to, when in algebra, you have to solve for the unknown variable, right? So while you're doing that problem, you're working that equation, you don't know if you're right until you find out what that unknown variable is, whether it be X, whether it be Y, whether it be whatever. You don't know if you're right until you solve for that unknown variable. So you won't know that you're right until you solve for the unknown variable. And when there's an unknown variable called news, you're just gambling. You're not taking a high probability trade. Tim Rogers considers that gambling because there's an unknown variable in there. That's just that, you know, that's just how I feel about it. Got it. But I dumped everything today, stock options, everything. That's cool. Did you dump it for a loss? Hopefully you ain't dumping for a loss. Hopefully you dumped it in profit. But that, I mean, that's your, even if you dumped it for a loss, that's your choice. That's trade in your book. That it, long as you dumped it because that's what your plan said. I'll put it like that. If your plan said dump it, long as you stuck to the plan, hey, but hopefully it wasn't an emotional dump. That's all I got to say. Trade your book. We have to head back up to the buy side. Question is when. Exactly. We always got the question is always when. You know what I'm saying? When is it going to go to this liquidity? When? And we just use the points that we know. We use the points that we know to say, okay, we're going to go over here to that one. All right, now that we at that one, we can possibly go to this one or this one. More probable that we go to that one. We go to that one. Okay, now that we're here, we can either go this one or this one. It's more probable that we go to this one. Oh, we go to that. Oh, okay, now that we go to that one, now I know we're going to this one. We go to that one. We just, you know what I'm saying? We just use what we got to get what we want. Powell said he raising the target rate. We're going down to price it in. He just had announcement and them just had have not maybe cool it. You must be typing with your kids on your lap. These are some old comments. Tim about to pass the collection plate. There's a usher board meeting out. Hey, y'all get out my chat. What's up, 100? Welcome back to the land of the lost. Yeah, these throwback questions right here, man. I mean, throwback stuff. What's up, Father of Legends? Yes, he is. His teachers talk about how polite he is all the time. 100 they get in. 100 they get in. Uh-oh, I done dropped something. 100 be cool. Facts, bird the cage, yes. You welcome, Seawalk. Someone kicked Tim out. I'm finna go kick Robinson out and break you in 100. Oh. Let me see. Tim over there trying. I hate you. Y'all on it. I see mitigation block. I see all kind of stuff. What's up, Zay? What's going on? We just was kind of talking. We was kind of talking today, Zay. We just was talking. Oh yeah, we back to 6:30, Zay. We back at the football season over. We back at 6:30. I was saying Powell raising the overall target rate. He just has to announce it. Okay, I told you was typing with your kids on your lap, man. Yeah, you type with your kids on your lap, and yeah, it's the market got to if he raised the target, the market gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, adjust the court. They're gonna have to say, hey, have we pulled back enough to account for his new target? You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things where our high school season over. Our high school season over. Praise the Lord. Won't he do it? Hey, but it's one of the things where we have to watch the price action to see if the ghosting machine has already got ahead of the Fed and priced that in. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times, if you watch the bonds, right? A lot of times the bonds will start reacting to y'all. Hold on 1 second. Yo. A lot of times the bonds, once the Fed start hinting at something, the bonds will start trading in accordance to what the Feds are hinting at. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time the equities catch up, the bonds be already done did it. And the equities just be lagging. You know what I'm saying? And then we've been playing this little cat and mouse game with the Fed for so long, right? Now we to the point where we got to figure out, we have to watch the price action and see, have the equities started pricing in what they think the Fed going to say. You know what I'm saying? What they think the Fed going to do. Because if the Fed talking real hawkish, right? Just think about it like this from the standpoint of a, like if you a big funds manager, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk, like, we ain't gonna talk about like the ICT stuff right now. We're gonna talk about like at a standpoint, if you're from a big funds manager, right? Wouldn't it be more beneficial to you to err on the side of caution, where you say, okay, the Feds are talking hawkish, and I know they're going to do, I assume they're going to do this, right? And you account for the worst case scenario, right? If they come in anything under that, right, that gives you the opportunity to look like a superstar. It's the same way. Like if you notice, when we was going into this earnings season, right? They moved the goalpost so close. That what was that team that that Atlanta was playing the other day when the kicker couldn't kick longer than a high school kicker? Was it Carolina? Atlanta was playing Sunday when the kicker couldn't kick a 30-yard field goal. Was that Carolina? That wasn't the Bengals. The Falcons. Remember when the Falcons was playing somebody, they went into overtime and the kicker couldn't kick? The Panthers. That's what I said. Carolina.
They was trying to, it was the Panthers.
Yeah, Carolina. Yeah. They moved the goalpost so close that the Carolina's Panthers kicker could kick the field goal when it comes to earnings. They moved the goal post so close. Man, you could say, man, look here. It's gonna be bad. We gonna fart, but we not gonna shark. Whoa! Everybody will go crazy. They moved the goalpost so close that it's almost impossible to miss on the earnings. You know what I'm saying? So think about it from a funds manager standpoint. The Feds have been talking very hawkish all year, right? Not saying they have already priced it in. I'm just saying we need to start watching the price action to see if the equities have already started to anticipate the Fed saying, I'm moving the target higher. These jobs keep being good. People ain't losing their jobs. They still getting paid more money. We gonna keep charging forward and rate hiking it. You know what I'm saying? But when they say little small stuff like, you know what I'm saying, we may start to ease, tightening. That give you an opportunity to look like a rock star. You know what I'm saying? And if I ain't mistaken, I think they had something in there about they gave a little hint that they may start easing, tightening, right? Because they start hinting that may start easing, tightening, and the market has already priced in them being super aggressive. Now they got an opportunity to look like a rock star. That's just my take on it, man. That's just my take on it. Now I was talking about football season for Junior, because that's why I moved it to 7:30, because I had to pick him up at 6:30, right? But yeah, man, that's just my take on it, man. I hope y'all got something out of this. If you want to go back and look at it again, remember the first 35 minutes was just us, you know what I'm saying, me getting on my soapbox, me talking about the Discord, all of that. If you want to see the soapbox in the Discord, look at the first 36 minutes. If you just want to see when we start talking about the market stuff, go around 35, 36 minutes, and that's where it starts. That's all I got, man. If nobody got nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Y'all know what I always be talking about, man. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Just like I told y'all this morning, my friend in Florida sent me a link yesterday about the young man Takeoff getting killed by an idiot. You know, I've heard on the news, you know, the young man was killed by accident. Well, ain't a news outlets. I've heard he was killed by accident. He was killed by a stray bullet. He was killed by senseless violence. No, he was killed by some idiot. He was killed by some idiot. A 28-year-old man was killed by some idiot. Right? Especially if the story go like they said the story went. But ain't nobody promised tomorrow, man. I talk about this every day. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Take advantage of today. Tell the people that you love them. If you got grown kids, call them. Hey, mama think about you. Dad think about you. If your parents are still here, call them up. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that you love them. I know life getting in the way. We get real busy and we forget to say it. Sometimes we take advantage and like, oh, they know it. Take advantage of it. Don't live with the regret little Tim Rogers lived with, because he kept putting off tomorrow going to see my daughters every weekend. My daddy was right across the bridge in South Carolina. I said, we'll go see granddaddy next week. We'll go see granddaddy next week. We'll go see granddaddy next week. Guess what? Next week ain't come. Then my daddy died. So guess what they didn't get a chance to do? Go see granddaddy. Don't live with that regret. Tell the people that you love them today, man. I appreciate y'all for always tapping in. If y'all stuck around this long, hit the like button. I'll see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price action. Till then, y'all be safe. Give yourself a brain break. Enjoy your family. Oh, yeah. I forgot the little fuzzy ones, the little furry ones. Y'all walk up to them, let your dreads hang down, and lean up over them and say, hello, Jasper. I love you so much, Jasper. Jasper, you're just the cutest little doggy, Jasper. Hey, I'll see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price action, man. I'm gone. Yep.